Looks like stormy weather is just around the corner.
A chance for strong to severe thunderstorms coming up Saturday afternoon across East Alabama. We will detail that forecast coming up.
Coming up in sports, we have the scores, stats, and results from last night right here in East Alabama. We also previewed the night and weekend ahead. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Mike Stedham.
And I'm Katie Edwards.
The Calhoun County Emergency Management Agency is warning East Alabama residents to brace themselves Saturday as a low-pressure system sweeps through the region, ushering in widespread rain and thunderstorms. Conditions may escalate, potentially leading to strong to severe storms. EMA officials say that residents should be prepared for the possibility of brief tornadoes and damaging winds reaching up to 60 miles per hour. That's on top of a flood warning from the National Weather Service that predicts an additional 1 to 2 inches of rainfall with locally higher amounts. Saturated soils heighten the risk of floods. And John Holder will be along in just a few minutes to give us more on the weather.
When we return, major work is being done at one of Gadsden's most popular tourist locations.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
Due to the renovation work at the Nakalula Falls Campground, the upper portion of Black Creek Trail will be closed from the chapel to Cascade Creek starting Monday and continuing until March 1st. The Black Creek Trail can still be accessed from the southwest trailhead located at the bottom of the mountain at 911 Black Creek Road. The paid portion of Nakalula Falls Park will be reopening early to help accommodate fly fishing and hiking in the gorge during this time. Season passes will be on sale starting Monday, January 29th on site or at nakalulafallspark.com. In addition to the trail closing, the train will not run until February 16th due to train shed construction, but the petting zoo will be open.
And when we come back, Oxford parents can get some help filling out some important federal forms.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Oxford High School will hold a FAFSA Parent Night event on Tuesday from 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. in the school cafeteria. The goal is to help parents whose children will be applying for college next year fill out the free application for Federal Student Aid, or FAFSA. These students will need to attend with their parents, and they should bring a fully charged computer device with them to that workshop. Well, car thermometer today in the 70s.
Right.
And any day in January that hits 70,
it's a good day for us.
If it rains a bit, hey, that's okay.
That's it. Yeah, it was very nice. Very nice today, in my opinion. And I'm okay with a little rain, but I'm not so sure. We're not expected to get maybe more than a little rain. John Holder joins us now in the EAN Weather Center to tell us about it. John?
Mike and Katie, we had a break in the rain today for the most part across East Alabama, but more is on the way before the weekend is done. We'll have the complete forecast details for all of East Alabama next.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today.
Warm temperatures today again across East Alabama. Temperatures this afternoon, even with the clouds in place, still nearing 70 degrees, 69 for the high. Almost 15 degrees above the average for this time of year. Look at that morning low this morning, 59, 25 degrees above the average. Record high temperatures 76, the record low 4 back in 1905, and the days continue to lengthen. Sun rising on your Saturday morning at 6:43. The sun setting this evening not until 5:08. Weather on your street on a Friday night. 10 More Bend Road in North Gadsden. Going to be warm again tonight. Only 58 for the low. We'll be in the 60s for most of the night. Showers and thunderstorms. It looks like not arriving in Gadsden and the rest of East Alabama until after midnight tonight. So maybe some thunder to wake you up in the middle of the night coming up tonight. Now tomorrow, an interesting forecast out on Highway 9 in White Plains. We're going to have a few thunderstorms. No doubt about that. Maybe a couple of rounds in the morning and in the afternoon, and it's going to be very warm, nearing 70 degrees again, 69 for the high. We do have a chance of strong to severe thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon. That would include the possibility of a couple of small tornadoes, but this is a very conditional threat. It depends on a lot of parameters coming into place. Just be on guard tomorrow afternoon that there could be strong to severe thunderstorms in the afternoon hours across East Alabama. A totally different forecast for next week. We go from a wet pattern back to a dry pattern out on Bynum Boulevard in Bynum. It is going to be dry all week, plenty of sunshine. Temperatures will be in the 50s the early part of the week for highs, but then we're back in the 60s again by the middle of the week here in East Alabama. All in all, not a bad forecast for the last few days of January and the beginning of February. And we'll see that here in our 7-day forecast. A 100% chance of rain coming up tomorrow. Very mild, strong storms possible in the afternoon hours coming up tomorrow. After that, though, we cool down. Temperatures will actually be a couple of degrees below the average on Sunday and Monday with plenty of sunshine. And then we're going to see a couple of cool mornings here. We're back in the 30s, but we don't see any 20s coming. We don't see any kind of extreme cold anywhere on the horizon. As a matter of fact, you look at the forecast here, by Tuesday, we're right back in the 60s again, and it looks like we'll stay in the 60s for the bulk of next week. Nighttime lows in the 30s. All in all, temperatures will be at or above the average still for next week, but a little bit cooler, more like late January and early February than the March weather we've been having for the last couple of days. Well, we talked about all the rain we've had this week. Now, this was through Tuesday. Released yesterday, this is the drought monitor for Alabama. So it released on yesterday, but it only goes through really Tuesday. So we still have some drought conditions here in East Alabama, but all of that rain that we received on Wednesday and all the rain that we received on Thursday, that really is not reflected here. So we're in really a good situation as far as the drought goes across East Alabama, with more to come late tonight all the way through tomorrow afternoon. As a matter of fact, we still have a flood watch in effect all the way until 6 o'clock on Saturday evening here in East Alabama. I'll be back here tomorrow morning with your Saturday morning breakfast forecast, and also on Sunday and Monday mornings as well. A lot of basketball going on. It's that time of year across East Alabama. Namath Pitts has it covered for you right now in sports. Namath.
Thanks, John. White Plains girls scored an area victory at Cleburne County, and Jacksonville Christian Academy girls won their home finale. Alexandria boys broke 90 points against Talladega again. White Plains boys stayed on schedule for a coin flip. Pleasant Valley and Piedmont boys were victorious. We have all the basketball results from last night. Injuries turned a promising season into an adversity test for White Plains girls. Last night, the scoreboard said what first-year head coach Clay Sprayberry knows well, and that's that they hadn't given up. Cooper Martin led 3 White Plains players in double figures with 13 points, and the Wildcats beat Cleburne County 55-46 in a Class 4A Area 10 game. The victory lifted White Plains to 9-16 on the season and ended what was a 14-game losing streak after an 8-2 start to the season. Injury losses for White Plains have included center Bella Higgins, who sustained an ACL tear. Cassidy Arnold, one of White Plains' top guards and scoring threats, has suffered a knee strain since the Cherokee County game back on January 9th. She has not played since. Last night, the Wildcats' other top performers were Brayton Moran, 12 points, Abby Dickinson, 11 points, Addie Bradley, 9 points, and Brooksley Thacker, 8 points. Cleveland County's top performers were Faith Brown, 24 points, and Hannah Turley, 9 points. Katie Beth Hudson led the way with 9 points and 11 rebounds, and Jacksonville Christian Academy won its home finale. The Thunder's other top performers were Addie Lee, 8 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists, and 5 steals, and Sophie Williams with 5 points, 10 rebounds, 2 steals, and Abigail McNeil with 3 points, 13 rebounds, and 2 steals. Caitlin St. Clair hit a three-pointer en route to 19 points to lead Sandrock to victory over Piedmont. The top performers for the Bulldogs of Piedmont, who are now 14-9 on the season, were Carson Young, 6 points, and Josie Young, 5 points. Jalen Henderson led 4 Alexandria players in double figures with 25 points, including 1 three-pointer, and the Valley Cubs scored 187 points in 2 games against Talladega this season, winning both of them. Alexandria beat Talladega 92-84 back on December 11th. The Valley Cubs' other top performers last night were Drake Davis with 21 points, Quindavian McDowell 14 points, and Cole Wheeler 10 points. Talladega's top performers were Jace Robinson 17 points, RJ Jones 12 points, and Ronson Moten 10 points. Josh Wheeler scored 14 points, and White Plains won in Class 4A Area 10 play to stay on course to force a coin toss to determine the area tournament host. The Wildcats' other top performers were Daniel Williams with 12 points and Coleman Ray 9 points. Cleveland County's top performers were Lyric Ware 7 points and Gray Freeman 7 points. Hunter Sparks hit 1 three-pointer on the way to a team-high 17 points, and the Pleasant Valley Raiders improved to 10-8 on the season. The Raiders' other top performers were Jaden Sparks 11 points, Noah Johnson 10 points, and Braxton Salster 8 points. Chance Murphy hit 3 three-pointers on the way to 11 points to lead the Piedmont Bulldogs past Sandrock. The Bulldogs' other top performers were Colton Proctor with 10 points and Cole Wilson with 9 points. Jesse Ganaway led Jacksonville Christian Academy with 26 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists, but it was not enough to overcome Galesville. Jacksonville Christian Academy's other top performers were Noah Lee, 14 points, 20 rebounds, 3 assists, and Moses Averett with 11 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. It's high stakes for Oxford girls and Jacksonville boys tonight as they hit the court. Sachs and Weaver are playing for seeding. Anniston and Hanley will go at it. Tonight is a full night of area games and other rematches from games that have already been played this season, so let's preview all the games for the night ahead. This one is big for Melissa Bennett and the Oxford Yellow Jackets. They will go to Gadsden City tonight. A win over Gadsden City would put them in a position to potentially host the area tournament. For Coach Van Meter and the boys, they've lost to Fort Payne now twice, and coming off a loss to Gadsden City last time, so they're just looking for seeding points tonight against Coach Raphael Graves and the Gadsden City Titans. Also tonight, this is just a rematch from a game earlier this season, non-area game, is the Welborn Panthers. Coach Dempsey and Coach Lumpkin travel down to Woodland to face the Bobcats. Again, this is non-area game. It's Class 2A against Class 3A as Welborn goes on the road to Woodland. It doesn't get much bigger for Eddie Bullock and Coach Torian Brown than tonight. Both the boys and girls fell to Hanley last time the two met on the court. Tonight, for both the Bulldogs teams, they're looking for revenge. More than that, they're looking to force a coin toss when it comes to hosting the area tournament. There may not be a team as consistent as Courtney Strange Screws and the Hanley Tigers girls, and then don't sleep on the boys of Hanley as well. This is a big area game with a lot on the line tonight right here in East Alabama at Anniston High School. Also tonight, the Falcons of Donahoe go right down the mountain, maybe like 5 minutes, if even that, as they travel to Faith Christian to face the Lions. It's Class 1A tonight at Faith Christian as the Lions host the Falcons of Donahoe. Also tonight, this is non-area play. Coach Glover and Coach Morrow will travel to White Plains to face Coach Randall and Coach Sprayberry. It's non-area game tonight, again, as Piedmont travels to White Plains. This is a big game in terms of seeding, in terms of 2-3, but really it seems that as the area tournaments are already set, Piedmont's set to host both of those, but still a big game in terms of getting prepared for the area tournament as Coach Ginn and the Sachs Wildcats travel to Weaver tonight to face the Bearcats. Also tonight, this is big for Coach Busan and the Jacksonville Golden Eagles. They have to beat Cherokee County to force that coin flip with White Plains for 4A Area 10. So a big game tonight for Jacksonville and for Coach Mize's team as well. They're looking to shake things up with a win over Cherokee County. Tonight it's area play for Tommy Miller and Coach Bryant of the Jacksonville Christian Thunder as they travel north to Valley Head. Again, this is Class 1A seeding, very important seeding game tonight in Class 1A as Jacksonville Christian heads to Valley Head. Tonight, this is just a girls game. It says boys and girls, but it's just girls at Ranburne, right next to the Georgia state line. Bowden, Georgia will make the trip from Georgia as they travel to Ranburne tonight to face the Bulldogs. I hope they don't get the time zones mixed up there. I've always wondered that when a Georgia team plays an Alabama team. But either way, Ranburne tonight is set to host Bowden, Georgia. And then the final game for East Alabama tonight, and this one's interesting. Cleburne County, the Tigers are set to host Jemison from Huntsville as Jemison makes the trip to Cleburne County tonight to face the Tigers. Piedmont is fresh off winning the Belzer Memorial Tournament 1 week ago, while Weaver is fresh off winning the State Duels Championship. Both of those teams will be competing at Piedmont tonight and tomorrow in the Piedmont Dogfight Tournament. This tournament is stacked, and here are all the teams participating. The Piedmont Dogfight is set to take place tonight and tomorrow, and it will consist of Cherokee County, Cleburne County, Deshler, Dora, Madison County, Montgomery Catholic, New Hope, Piedmont, Prattville Christian Academy, Ranburne, Sachs, Welborn, Weaver, West End, and White Plains. This is a mini state taking place at Piedmont this weekend as Coach Bragg's team is the host school. And that's it for EAN Local Sports. Let's go back over to Mike and Katie.
Thanks for that update, Namath, and thank you for watching us today.
You can find us here online every weekday on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and our website, eastalabamanow.com. Just go to that video feed and you can watch us whenever it works for you.
Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here Monday for your news on your schedule.